Hello people, YouTubers, subscribers and people that may have stumbled across my little YouTube channel. Today is Saturday the 5th of March and I'm off to a village called Barford, which is in Bedfordshire. So it's a village in Bedfordshire. It's a local village hall. I suppose the nearest would be junction 13, going through Bedford and finding the village. It's Peter's 65th birthday party. This was booked a little while ago. It was booked by his partner. It's not a surprise. Peter doesn't know about it. As I said, it's 10 to. I've got to be going in the next 10-15 minutes. I plan to get there about 5:30ish. It's about half an hour-ish away. I've never been there before. It's a new venue for me. It's a village hall, and I believe it has a very low level. What I've seen of it for pictures, it has a low level stage. I know where it is, although I've never worked there before, but I do know where it is. I used to live in in Bedfordshire a little few years ago, and I sort of knew all the villages, all the village venues in the area. But I know where Barford is. I know where the village hall is. I don't think I've been there before. I don't think so. But it has I believe, has a very low level stage. So that's today. It's been a bit quiet. It's been a funny old month. January's always a bit quiet, but February, March, it's a bit strange so far this year. So anyway, I'm off soon to do Peter's 65th. I did get a sort of a playlist sent to me by his partner Ian, and it's mainly some 70s and some glam rock 70s. I haven't done any T-Rex. He requested some T-Rex. I haven't done any T-Rex for ages. And there's Kenny and the Bump. That I definitely, possibly not even done in this decade. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, so it's some 70s and some 80s tonight. That's what it seems on the list, but obviously it's just a guide, so I know what the flavour is. Obviously he's actually a very similar age to me, so I've got that sort of feeling what he may want, and see what the crowd wants, to see what happens when I get there. It'll be my normal setup, the two LED Battens on the stand with the American DJ Stinger 2s on top, and what else, and I've got to use the Charvet Freedom Sticks to fill in the spaces on the stage. And that's it. So I'm going to be off, I said, about 5ish, and it's a bit miserable, it's a bit damp. It's not freezing cold. Well, I think, well, I've got to touch wood now. Hopefully the freezing cold weather's finished, but because it's supposed to be spring. Hey, but anyway, I'll catch you on the other side. I just trying to figure out what this red button does. So we have a look behind the scenes, shall we? So I've got my Numark controller. I've got my XMG DJ 15 with Virtual DJ Pro going on. I've got my Shure SM 58 wired mic. I've got the tap just in case. I've got Sony headphones, my mouse. What else we got here? My phone, because it's connected to my phone. There's no Wi-Fi here or anything, so get the phone. Switch box. In there's my four-channel mixer, just in case. The wires. If I step back a bit, I've got the LED DJ Battens with the American DJ 52s. Charvet Freedom Stick, 4 of them. Just sit back here and have a look. That's what it's like. And of course I've got the FBT X-Lite 12s, 1, 2 on the other side. It's quite a deep stage. I've got the American DJ, I've got through it, I can't remember, 6 things. D8, 6, I can't know, for the back wall, but I don't think you can see it, I don't know. But, so that's all my rubbish, all there, all my rubbish is in that corner. It's a deep stage. Got the Scrims, Black Scrims, but the Black Scrims are a bit saggy because I don't need the height of the speakers, because obviously we're on the stage. There is a limiter. The limiter is up there, but I've connected my cable behind that radiator. It's running along that wall, I did it, and it's coming up these stairs. You can see it over there. And from here, because everything on the stage is connected to the limiter. And who told me that? The caretaker. So as I said, the limiter's there, and I've ran a massive extension, which I just put some mats down. I was told no one's going to go in that cupboard. But, oh, they're wrong. Someone is going in that cupboard. got a couple of mats down so people don't trip over it if they were to go there. But it's the caretaker that told me I can do this. Kids are running around the balloon. So I've got my mat out tonight, and of course my juice. Juice is here, that's here. I've now turned the light off, found a switch for the light, stage light, so the backboard's been lit up by that American DJ. I really can't remember what the model is, but it's got 6 LEDs in it. Is it DH6? DHC6? Can't remember. That's lighting at the back now. The only thing else I can't see, got a few songs you want, I can't see, I've got to put the torch on for that. What this venue did is, like, very early on they turned all the lights down. I prefer the lights being up until a little bit later on actually, but that's what they did. It's obviously a family do here, a lot of youngsters running around. They've got a cake, they're going to have food about 8:30, but I tried to bring that forward because we're supposed to finish at 11. Then he asked about going after 11. I don't know what the rules are here. But the caretaker, who said I couldn't use another socket, he's actually the brother of the birthday guy, Peter. So I suppose you can do anything you want, I guess. So that's a better view here. Put the mats down. I always carry about 4 mats with me. So it's come up the stairs. Look, kids are running around. They should be running around there, apparently. Let's see what's going on. They're going to kick it out, aren't they? I'm keeping my eye on the meter, and obviously the level's low anyway, but it's on the corner there. I don't know if you can see it. It's in it there. What I forgot to do is I forgot to tidy the cables up, put the and tidy them up, put cable ties on. I forgot all about that until now, and it's like 8 o'clock. I forgot all about it. I just looked at it, thought, hello, I forgot to put the Velcro on it. I normally stuff them all up. Oh, I forgot all about it. So cable points are going to hang me and put me in jail now. It's 8 o'clock. Got the food going on early because it's a sort of supposed to be a early finish rather. They did invite 80, they said, but I don't know. Well, I don't know. There's quite a few kids here. Adult-wise, maybe not 40. So from here you can see the Sharp film sticks, the VDJ Tipx all on, and American DJ 6 LED thing. You can see through the Black Scrim, because the light's on the stage, that's why. That's what it looks like from the front. Black Scrims look a bit, must be a little bit saggy because it's not got the height tonight. So, you've just seen literally just a few minutes of Peter's birthday celebration. It wasn't particularly a very busy night. At the end, Peter's partner Ian, who booked everything, came up to me and said that, well, we was having a general conversation, and he was telling me that 29 people phoned in saying they've got COVID, and that's why the numbers were really low, because they were expecting 80. And we know that when people say they expect so many, we know it's never the maximum amount. But I think at the end of the day, there was 30 people and obviously and some children. So it was a bit of a quiet night. Ian was quite happy. He was happy. He organised it, and Peter was very happy. He all came over to thank me. And Ian was very kind enough to leave another 5-star rating on Trustpilot. So the customer or the client was happy, and that's what it's about at the end of the day. I wasn't particularly too happy because it was a pretty quietish night. The venue wanted my card, so obviously the venue was happy. Talk about the venue. I mentioned this on the beginning. I didn't realise, but there was a sound limiter fitted to this particular village hall. Now I know. It was a low-level stage, very deep, but it was a low-level stage, and the caretaker came up to me and said, it's a limiter. He pointed to the wall, and my heart sank, and I thought, thank God I didn't bring my Virtus CS1000s with the bins. So he said, but if you plug it in over there, and you saw that behind this radio, then you bypass the system. And I thought, wow, how many caretakers or people responsible for the halls actually tell you how to bypass the noise limiter. So yeah, I've said I've got an extension, and he was kind enough to say, look, if it's not long enough, I'll go home, because he lives near. I'll go home and get one, because I've got a long extension cable. And I thought, you don't get many people like that, do you really? So I laid the cable along the side, as you saw, and put a couple of mats down, because he said no one's got to go in them doors because there's a storage cupboard. And of course what happened was somebody went in the cupboard to get out extra tables, and some of the children were using it, sort of play hide and seek, and I thought, oh no, they're going to trip over the cables. But fortunately they didn't, and they didn't sort of play there for long. So yeah, I was really surprised that they said you can bypass the limiter. When we were doing a couple of sing-alongs, I can see it going red. I connected the American DJ UH6 bar thing, to whatever it's called, to the main socket on the stage, but that never went off. So even though it did hit the red for a few seconds, the power wasn't switched off. But yeah, it was pretty great that someone actually took the trouble and the effort to tell me you can plug it over there. You don't get many of them. It was quite. And at the end, we were chatting. At the end, I was trying to get out. It did finish at, well, it was supposed to finish at 11. Rephrase that. It was supposed to finish at 11, but Ian came up to me about 10:30, as you say. Any chance of going over? And I said, look, I don't mind going over. Let's see what the situation is. I'll monitor it to 11:30, then we'll monitor it again. I didn't mind, but actually about 5 past, 10 past 11, most of the people went, because they were young families. They went, and there was only a handful. And I said to Ian, look, it's not probably worth it, and he agreed. So well, I think it was 10 past 11 I finished, but I was trying to pack up, and the caretaker wanted to chat. So in between loading up the car again, he was chatting, so I didn't mind it. I'm only going to go home, right? So yeah, so that was it. So that's Peter's birthday celebration, and yeah, I've got a bit of a gap now for a couple of weeks. So anyway, so I hope you enjoy. Just a snippet. It's just a snippet. Setup is my standard setup, as you saw, and you will keep seeing, unless it's a wedding, and then it'll be slightly different, or unless it's a bigger venue, it'll be slightly different. But that's my sort of standard go-to, and the X-Lite 12 handles situations no problem at all, and that's really what I can say right now. So I hope everyone's okay, and what I'm going to do is press this button and see whether or not I won the lottery.